So that has been weighing heavy on me. Hello. Oh my God. How are you guys doing today? Let me know down below. It is Thursday. I'm pretty sure it's the 9th of October. And I just wanted to come on here and catch up with you all. Have you ever been in a situation where like everything looks good on the outside, but it's not on the inside? Hell, sometimes it even looks good on the inside, but it's not. I'm in that situation. Hopefully you guys can hear me. The heater is on. Miss Monica is on for Sugar Bear. Let me talk louder. Louder, louder, louder. You coming up here? For sure. First, let me say, you guys know I like true crime. So I've been watching the trial of Charlie, Adelson, who unalived Professor Dan Markell. And it's been going on since 2014. Well, the unaliving was in 2014. I don't know if all of you know, so my brother was murdered in 2001. So there's always, I think that's really what kind of cemented my attraction to true crime, I guess. I've always been into it. My mom got me a book when I was little about, I can't even remember now. If somebody was encased in their basement and put in limestone. I want to say it was the husband who put the wife in there, but I might have it mixed up. Anyway, there was a conviction on Monday. And you want to believe like the conviction, quote unquote, brings closure. There's more people to be convicted in that case, so it's not, but it's a step towards it. But it's not that cut and dry. And I remember I went and testified like at the murder trial for, I don't know, it's the murder trial of the person who did it, not of the person who, oh, I said the word. Hopefully YouTube doesn't strike me. The person who was unalived. But yeah, I went to, I don't know. My head is everywhere. My heart is heavy, and I'm not doing okay. And it's not just because of the trial, because I'm sure some people are like, well, don't watch the trials. It was before that. Like, I feel like I might have a little bit of seasonal affective disorder, SAD. That happened before the time change, but it was getting darker sooner, and there's been a lot of rain here in New York. What was I saying? Seasonal affective disorder. A lot of just like, I feel sad. I feel really sad. I feel heavy. The end of the year is always hard for me. My brother's birthday, the one who was brutally unalived. His birthday is the 7th of September, and the day of the incident is December 27th. So probably December 27th is when it hits the hardest, because it's right after Christmas. It's after you spent time with loved ones, and it just is that memory. Like, when that happens to a family, the family is like forever altered, right? Because that person has been stolen. Not only has that person been stolen, the life that they would have had has been stolen, the memories that we would have had. Like, my brother is never going to get to meet my son. He's never going to get to meet his grandkids. He didn't get to see his kids grow up. You know, you can't change that. And so I think that is what attracted me, especially to this trial, because the man, one, it was like a hitman scenario. They did it because they were fighting over custody, and the wife didn't want to live where they were living. And it's just like, his sons were 2 and 3 at the time, and he was so devoted to his children. They are now, or they were 3 and 4. They are now 13 and 14. or somewhere. It was 9 years ago. Part of that though, like my way of dealing with it was like being grateful for the life that I have, right? And like making a difference with the life that I had, not taking it for granted. So yeah, that forever altered my trajectory. I feel for those kids. I feel for the man's sister, for his parents. So that has been weighing heavy on me. And then Sugar Bear and I have been like on an upside down schedule where we're awake late night, early morning, and then sleeping in the day. Like we're just coming in here. We want to sleep. We got up at like 8, but we've been in the bed. It is, I'm trying to see, it's 1:19 right now. So I got to get that flipped. I'm going back to work in 2 weeks, so that is scaring me. I talked to the lactation consultant yesterday. I've been trying to get into therapy. I missed one of the Fridays, so then I contacted him last Friday, made an appointment for Monday, and ended up missing that too. I apologized to him, and I'm almost embarrassed to ask for another session, but I need to talk to him. There's like so much going on, and I don't want to sound ungrateful. I know there are lots of women who are still hoping, wishing, praying for their baby, for their take-home baby. So it's not that I'm not grateful. I'm grateful for everything that I have. I'm just sad. There's a lot. My heart is heavy. Talking to the lactation consultant made it real. Like, I am going back to work soon. What does that look like for Sugar Bear? What does that look like for me? I gotta do like practice runs next week, just because like what does that even look like getting out of the door? Because you know, we've had the good fortune of being home, so even like doctor's appointments, if we're late, it's not a big deal. They know I have like a little baby, but work is not going to care. And I work in media, I work in live television. You know, you can't make a mistake, like as they say, it's career ending. So that's making me nervous too. I'm kind of excited to get back to it, because then I'm not in this just every day thinking about like housekeeping and laundry. I mean, it will happen. Obviously, when I go back to work, there's not a magical wand that gets laundry and housekeeping done, but it won't be all consuming, right? And I'll have like, it'll just be more structured, because I won't have like hours and hours to debate what I'm going to clean next. Yeah. And I wanted to do GrowVember and vlog every day, but I just am not in the mental space. I may do like some story times, because I kind of want to work through whatever this is, and hopefully it helps someone else. I probably should not have taken on Vlogtober. At the end, I kind of petered out because it was a lot, and trying to stay up late and edit, you know, it just was like, which ended up being early morning while he was asleep. So I don't know what that means for Vlogmas. I want to do it. It helps me because, you know, it's the first 25 days, and that kind of gears me up so that it makes the 27th less sad. But usually on the 27th of December, I just don't have any communication with anyone. Like I might send my mom and my sister a text, because they're going through some version of that as well, of that grief. But I like trying to hold a conversation or be on Instagram or social, bless you, or anything like that. I just can't do. And I'll probably just turn my phone off this year. I think last year I put it on like do not disturb, or I just think I'm gonna turn it off. Or maybe I forgot to. I feel like I got a ridiculous amount of like texts last year that I just don't want to deal with this year, because everybody doesn't know what that day is for me. Yeah. So I haven't been doing great with 75 soft. I'm gonna pick it up again on Monday. The water was a struggle. The exercise was a struggle. Like I'm just not feeling highly motivated right now. And so that has been difficult, but everything is good. Like I said, how it looks good. Everything is like from a practical standpoint, good. Sugar Bear is thriving. His weight is on target. He's nursing well. His baby-led weaning is going well. Like all the boxes, you know, bills are paid. All those things that I know some people don't have are taken care of. So I understand like this sort of in my feelings is a luxury that some people don't get to have. And so I don't want to be like, woe is me. I'm just being honest with how I feel. I will get through it, but I just had to acknowledge it, because sometimes I'll just go away and then I'll come back and I'll be like, where have I been? And I'm fine. But I'm not always fine. You know what I mean? I have a splitting headache from lack of caffeine right now. I ordered Wendy's yesterday, really just to get Diet Coke and a Frosty. And of course, they forgot my Diet Coke. They gave me some lemonade and they wouldn't re-deliver just the soda. I almost ordered a second meal just to get a soda. Then I'm like, what if they do it again? Now I have this other meal that I'm not gonna eat. So it was like, oh my God, I gotta kick my caffeine addiction, or at least tamp it down. But part of that is because of the wonky sleeping schedule that I've been on. So I gotta get over that. And it's stressing my adrenals, right? Like my adrenals are maxed the F out because of the caffeine. So, okay, I'm starting to feel better just talking about it, getting it out. It's crazy though, right? It's like, well, no, I'm not gonna judge myself. Oh my God, I'm not gonna judge myself. I am where I am. I'm gonna get through it. On the surface, I should be happy, but that's not how life works. There are real things going on underneath the surface. I'm gonna try to get in to see. I'm gonna text the therapist and see if he can see me tomorrow. And I'll set every alarm in this place so I can make that appointment. I'm just not feeling as resilient as I normally do. Like a lot of times I can just roll it off my back, like water off a duck, but it's not. So I just figured I need to like wallow in it. But I think anytime too, like when you're watching a trial, going through a trial, even at the end when you get the outcome you were hoping for, it still is not closure. There's still, that person is still gone. They're never coming back, you know? Like I think about what would my brother look like? What kind of grandfather would he be? I'm sure he would love those kids. He has 2 grandchildren. He missed his kids grow up and he was so in love with his kids. Yeah. So I gotta do everything I can to be here for Sugar Bear and his future sibling. But tomorrow is promised to none of us. And so that is, I just took that when it happened and like used that as a catalyst to like get on track, right? Like I graduated from university. I finished a lot of stuff and just, I don't want to say I became fearless because that sounds reckless, but I was willing to take more chances to push forward. Okay, I'm rambling. I just wanted to let you guys know where I was and what was going on with me. At the end of the day, I'll be okay. Like I'm always okay. But this is where I am in the moment. And I don't think it serves anybody for me just to keep it all inside. So maybe somebody is going through it. Maybe somebody can relate to it. Maybe you're just curious about where I am and what's been going on. And this gives you the answer to it. So yeah, I feel like I need to have a really, really good cry. Like I'll come to tears and then I'll back myself out of it. But I think I need to just like release it all. You know, release it all. All right, I'm gonna do very little editing on this and post it for you guys today, but I love you. I appreciate all your kind words, kind thoughts, love, support, and it means the world to me. It really does. Please know that I'm thinking of you and always wishing the best for you and sending love and positivity your way. Whatever it is you're facing, you can overcome it. It may not feel like it, but I have enough life experience to know this too shall pass. For me, for you, for all of us. And there are always brighter days ahead. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.